Welcome back, race fans, to more of In the Pits with John and Junior here on the World Wide Web. And right now we've got a special guest In the Pits, been a friend of ours for quite some time, and glad to have him with us. That's John Allen out of Chinook, Kansas. John, how you doing today?
Oh, fantastic. How are you getting along?
Oh, doing well. As soon as we get to race season, I figure I'll be doing a heck of a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. Get a little warm weather and get some racing going on. Everything will be right in the world.
Well, John, it's one of the things that you've been racing for quite some time. Have you actually figured out now how long you've been at the game?
I think this is the 25th year. I think that's what my wife told me. And that's 25 years of driving. I worked for some race teams when I was younger before I started driving myself. So, and my dad had race cars when I was growing up, since I was born. So it's been quite a while.
And that's pretty amazing just for the simple fact that you're not a very old man to begin with.
Yeah, I'm getting up there, though.
Well, John, you've had a lot of success over the years, and one of the big things is I've noticed, too, is with you guys is it's a big family deal to you. How important and how great is it to know that every week when you go racing, your kids are usually there, your wife is there, your dad? Is that important to you? Does that just give you that much more of a better feeling even when you're at the racetrack?
Yeah, it does. This is such a time-consuming sport to do right. If you're going to excel at it, you have to just work and work and work. And if my family wasn't involved, I don't think I would be as interested in doing it. I would rather spend some time with them, or I probably wouldn't work as hard at it. But since everybody has the same goal and we're all together and involved in it, it makes it a lot easier for me.
Well, not only do they get to go with you and watch you win and have the success you do, they also got a little bit of a reward. I heard you built a new house in the off season.
Yeah, we did. Real excited about that. I feel that my wife really deserves it for everything that she's done for me. And the boys, that it's on 3 acres there where they can ride their bicycles, and maybe we'll give them a couple go-karts or something,
Oh.
But got a pretty nice basketball court, and we've been wearing it out. And, it's just really nice to kind of have a place to retreat to that's that nice,
Yeah, definitely. John, one of the other things we've noticed, in the past few years, I don't know if it's been, 3 years now that you've been hooked up with David Harrison Motorsports. How has that relationship gone? Because from seeing it in the crowd and watching from an outsider's perspective, it seems like that's a pretty doggone good fit between you two guys.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I feel that David is probably the best car owner out there. He gives me the resources that I need within reason to do what we want to do, and he basically lets me run the program as my own. I take care of everything down here. I make the scheduling, everything like that, and he supports us 100%. And I've had some good car owners in the past, and none of them compare to David as far as fun to be around and easy to get along with.
Now, how did you guys come about to get together? To me, it seems like a great partnership now, but what got you guys together for the first time and got you talking about this project of being together as a team?
Well, he had ordered a new car, and I had basically sold him the car through Jason Hughes, and then he and his driver had made some changes, and he was looking for somebody to drive the car. So I was more than happy to talk to him about it, and just real fortunate that everything came together and it worked out that way.
So, and as they all say, everything after that's history.
Yeah, it's been a great run so far. I doubt that we could accomplish some of the stuff that we have in the last couple of years if it hadn't been for David's help.
Now let's go back to 2008. You had a pretty solid year. By your standards, though, how did you feel the 2008 season went overall for you?
It was lacking. I did not perform as well as I should have. We had some failures mechanically that we shouldn't have. I don't know if it was because I had a lot of other things going on and wasn't as focused, or if it was just the way Lady Luck rolls, But we have worked real hard this winter trying to firm everything up and to make sure that we don't repeat that this year.
And that's definitely probably an issue with most people. And, when you talk about, your intensity and your focus, when you go to the racetrack, yeah, after the races are over with, you have a good time, you visit with everybody. But once you get there, you've got a business-like attitude, and that's what you want to portray when you go to the races. You want to be professional, and you want to do the best that you can do. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't, I don't know. I'm just a very competitive person. And I do like to shake hands and have fun after the races, but I am pretty focused when we're there to race,
Yeah. How tough was it last year to not get a victory at Lakeside Speedway after coming off the championship in 2007? To not get a win there last year, what goes through your mind when something like that happens? When you know that you have a knowledge of that track and you know where your game is at, what does that mean to you to not pick up a victory there?
It's very disappointing. It's a big deal to win at Lakeside. The competition level there is high. The racetrack demands a lot out of your equipment and yourself. I feel like that I had the opportunity to win a couple races and didn't get it done, and I think that it was my fault, and we're going to work harder to not let that happen again. I mean, we're going to try to win every race we enter.
Well, let's talk about 2009. You've already got a race under your belt. You went down to the Texas World Dirt Track Championships down there at Texas Motor Speedway. You come away with a top 10 finish. You finish in that 6th spot. Is there anything that you pull away from that race right off the bat that you might learn for this season, or is it just more of a chance just to go break the car in and knock the rust off yourself for the year?
No, I think some of the things that we did over the winter definitely made us better at that first outing. If it hadn't been so cold, we might have been better yet, because I don't like racing when it's cold, and didn't have my thinking cap on as good as I should have, But no, the cars are great. The motor ran good. Everybody, I made the right decisions, and the guys did a good job at doing what I asked them to do. I mean, I feel like that we started off on the right foot.
Now, for 2009, what is your schedule looking like as of this date right now? I know your schedules can change, but what are you looking at right now for 2009?
Well, we're going to go to Humboldt, Kansas, Saturday and Sunday this weekend, and after that, I really can't tell you. I hate to be vague like that, but we had a couple of sponsor deals put together, and we've run into some stumbling blocks there with the economy, and I don't know where we're going to be every week. You'll just have to watch the website, and we'll try to keep you updated. But I know that we're not going to be locked into racing for any points or anything like that. It doesn't look like.
Well, and there's
kind of race where we want to race where the purses are good, and go from there.
Yeah, and see, and that's the other question is, I mean, is that something that weighs in your mind? Is the purses that are available, some of the specials that are there? You have been one that we've seen over the years that bounces around from track to track and runs at the bigger dollar shows. That now with this economy will weigh a little bit more on your race team.
Yes, I mean you're gonna have to be careful of how you spend your money. I mean. And I'm not saying that weekly shows are bad or specials are good or bad. I mean, you just have to look at each individual's program and figure out what's going to work best for them. And that's what we're trying to do right now.
Well, yeah, and when you look around some of the racetracks in the area now and see some of the cutbacks that people are having to make right now, does that worry you a little bit, or do you think that it's going to rebound anytime soon where, everything will come back economy-wise?
Well, I think that, we live in a great nation and that people are going to prevail. That, if there's a will, there's a way. I understand why some of the